First, I wanted to take this opportunity to
tell you that I love you, Marinette. Tell you that I love you, Marinette.
In Ephemeral, we are witnesses about Adrien and Marinette's relationship. At the end of the episode, this beautiful moment is deleted because Dash travels back in time to prevent those two from becoming a couple. Because of this, a lot of people start to speculate that Adrien is never going to fall in love with Marinette if she doesn't confess to him that she is Ladybug, since he only sees her as a friend. We watched again certain chapters, and we noticed something interesting. Exactly with the episode Glaciator 2, they confirmed to us what we thought. Adrien is in love with Marinette! In order for you to understand this perfectly, we are going to present you 3 proofs that confirm this fact. I will tell you a little bit about this video. Emily Agreste is guilty that Adrien has the lack of confidence to tell Marinette that he has feelings for her. So, stay tuned, because today, you're going to discover the hidden truth. Comment the cat with the heart eye shaped emoji if you think that this theory is true. Comment the sad emoji if you think that this is a lie. Guess who this character is? Comment your answers in the commentary section, because you are going to appear in the next video. At the end, we are going to say hi to all the answers of the last video. First proof, memories. In various occasions, we can see the love our boyfriend has for the 2 pigtails girl. But this love is not of friendship. It is about a boyfriend and girlfriend. He even keeps beautiful memories from her. An example of this is when Mary gave him an amulet for good luck. A lot of us thought that Adrien was going to dump it in the trash because he doesn't need good luck. Good luck needs him. But in the episode Grillozilla, he reveals that all the time he has carried this amulet with him. In next episodes, Marinette's birthday happens and Adrien gives her a lucky magnet that himself created. Clearly, this proof is about the special feelings that this boy has in his heart for Marinette. If it wasn't this way, he wouldn't have taken the time to create that amulet. We can tell that he put love and effort in this gift to be special. Another episode that Adrien feels something special for Mary is seen in the New York special called Miraculous World, New York. The scene in which Adrien and Marinette are floating in front of the huge and romantic moon in New York. It starts playing a song, but not any song. It is a song that he remembers perfectly. And how can he? It is one that both teenagers dance together in Chloe's party. This is why our beloved man asks her to dance that song once more. Marinette, as always, remains shy and tries to stay away. He takes her arms and invites her to a dance. Give this video a like, subscribe, and activate the notifications if you want to dance with Adrien! At the end of the special, Adrien fakes his returning to Paris, and in the way, he sees the moon with a nostalgic face, probably remembering the moment in which he danced with a girl who has his heart. I will say it once more, if the French guy didn't feel love for Marinette, he wouldn't remember these moments. In this case, he remembers it because he feels real love for this girl. Second proof, Adrien's behavior. Have you noticed that Adrien's behavior changes when he's in front of Marinette? Yes, he acts strange when she is around. This only occurs with Marinette, because with Lila, Chloe, or the new girl Zoe, this doesn't happen. It's always been told that a look is more worthy than 1,000 words, and we can see that Adrien looks at Marinette in a very special way. An example is when everyone is laughing about her, Adrien looks at her tenderly. Even when Adrien was dating Kagami, the looks to her were different. After giving a cute kiss to the girl, he looks cold and distant, but when he sees Marinette, his face changes completely to someone who's happy. Honestly, I don't believe that this is just a coincidence. The clear signs that a person presents when in love with someone are loses their control when the loved person is around, difficulty to talk to that special someone, and cares about the safety of that person. In better words, the perfect example is when Mary looks at Adrien. She loses the control of her emotions. These behaviors reflect on the boy. He stays nervous when he sees Marinette. An example is presented in Miss Pigeon 72. In the last seconds, Adrien and Marinette were alone in the rain. Mary invites him to take a walk together. This makes him feel nervous. He even hits himself with the car's door. Watch the scene so you can be completely sure of this fact. Even Mary's the only girl that he cares about. Example of this is when he tells her to hide from the villains or when he goes to save her from the villains. Before we jump to the third proof, I'm sure that you are wondering, why doesn't Adrien confess his feelings to Marinette? The answer is really easy. Adrien is afraid that he might get rejected by the girl. As I told you in the beginning, Mrs. Emily is the only culprit that these two don't have a relationship at this point. The poor kid was living locked down for many years. He has little experience in the love department, probably feels insecure telling his feelings to Marinette. Besides, Adrien is a senti monster who has been controlled by his parents. Without a doubt, Emily Agreste is the true villain of the series. And for the worst, she's the owner of the 3 Miraculouses, the twin rings that she stole from the Native American Miracle Box, the Hawkmoth, and Marua's prodigy. In the pinned comment, I will leave you a video where I explain all of this. I'll also leave you another video where I show you that Adrien and Felix are senti monsters. Third proof, he hides his feelings. This boy hides his love for Marinette, but takes advantage of certain situations to confess that he loves her. One of these facts is seen in the Animan episode, when Adrien is telling Nino how to talk to Mary. Adrien says Nino should tell her that he loves her. Just when these words come out of his mouth, the camera shows us the faces of both protagonists, and Adrien appears to be smiling, as if giving us to understand that this is what he wants to tell her, but has not found the way to do it, for the fear of being rejected and losing her friendship.
First, I wanted to take this opportunity to
Tell you that I love you, Marinette. Tell you that I love you, Marinette.
This other fact that I'm about to show you would be giving more credibility to everything we have presented today. In the episode Geschichten 2 of the 4th season, the boy again confesses to her that he's in love with her. This time, he does it transformed into Cat Noir. The stressful thing is that Mary doesn't realize it! The plot of the chapter centers on Marinette wrote a poem to the love of her life. However, she looks for a person who she will read it to and gives her the honest opinion. She looks at Cat and asks him to listen to the poem and express the feelings he feels. After listening to the words of love, Noir decides to reveal his feelings, and his eyes get a little tear on them. This is what the kitten said. Wow, that's the most beautiful thing that anyone's ever said to me. The way you open your mouth was so moving. Like a sky after the storm. Like a rainbow sweeps my heart.
Whoa, that's the most beautiful thing anyone's ever said to me. But the way you opened your mouth was just so moving. It was like the skies after the storm, like a rainbow sweeping my heart.
What is interesting is that during the confession of love, Cat has teary-eyed. The only logical explanation that can be given is that this boy feels such feelings for Mary. Near the end of the chapter, the girl retells the poem to him, but at this point, she feels the phrases sound shallow and doesn't describe the love she feels, making her improvise, strive to speak from the heart. Nor upon hearing that she is confessing her love with heart in hand, his facial gestures change to surprise, giving the interpretation that he would love such words of love to be for him. His reaction says it all.
First time I saw you, I misjudged you. I thought you were...
Anyway, the evidence is great. You can believe it or let it remain a rumor. It's up to you to make the last decision. We think it may be true. Adrien is in love with Marinette, but for the lack of experience, he doesn't tell her. All because of his mother, Emily, who did not let him have a normal life. In the pinned comment, I will leave you the video in which I reveal that this lady is the one and only true villain in the series. Greetings to the ones who's commented on the last video, and we will hear from each other soon. Bye!